Okay, well, the equal values method is really just a way to find the point of intersection of two graphs or two lines. So in the past, we've looked at two graphs and we had to find where they intersected. That would be the point of intersection. Now, the equal values method is a way to do this algebraically, so we don't need to graph them. For instance, in the problem, what was it, 5-56, we are given two, for part A of 56, we are given two different lines or equations. We were given x equals 3 plus 3y and 2x plus 9y equals 11. And we're asked to solve the system of so what we've done, and this looks a little different because even when we've done something similar to before, we had to we were given y equals an equation with y equals something. In this case, we don't have either one where it says y equals. Now we can solve to get both of them to be y equals, but since in the first equation right here I have x equals something already, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the second equation, this equation, I'm going to go ahead and solve for x, so I have x equals something, then use the equal values method, meaning I'm going to set the two equations equal to each other and find the solution. So let's go ahead and try it out. So for this equation, I'm just going to rewrite 2x plus 9y equals 11. I'm going to solve for x, and to do that I'm going to go ahead and subtract 9y, subtract 9y. I have 2x equals 11 minus 9y, divide by 2, divide by 2. I'm going to get x equals 11 halves minus 9 over 2y. Okay, so I have one equation here for x equals and one equation here for x equals. So I'm going to use the equal values method, meaning I know x is equal to 3 plus 3y. X is also equal to essentially this mess right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just set it equal. I'm going to set this part here equal to this part right here. Okay, so 3 plus 3y equals, from here, this portion right here, 11 halves minus 9 halves y. And from here I'm going to solve for y. So this is just using algebra skills. I'm just going to use fraction busters, multiply everything by 2. Distribute the 2, so I have 6 plus 6y equals, distribute the 2 here, 11 minus 9y. And then just solve for y. Plus 9y plus 9y, 6 plus 15y equals 11. And then subtract 6, 15y equals 5. Divide by 15, divide by 15, so I'm going to have y equals 1/3. Okay, so now I know y is 1/3. I'm just going to go ahead and substitute the y in for here, so I have an x and a y. Okay, so we could substitute either one, so whichever equation that we started with, this one right here or this one, wherever I substitute y in for, I'm going to get the same solution for x. Let's just go ahead and do the first one actually. So we have x equals 3 plus 3y. Remember, the y we're substituting for the 1/3 right here. So x equals 3 plus 3 times 1/3. So we're going to have x equals 3 plus 1, which is just 4. Okay, I have an x and a y, so my point of intersection where the graph would intersect would be at 4, because we have xy coordinate, right? The x is 4, the y is 1/3. So the solution will be 4 1/3. If I graph these two lines that were given to us to begin with, this is where they would intersect.